Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Salam sejahtera. Alhamdulillah, nahmaduhu wa nusalli ala rasulihil karim. Saudara Timbalan Perdana Menteri Datuk Seri Fadilah Yusof, rakan-rakan menteri-menteri, KSN, Tan Sri Syamsul Azri, Saudara Tan Sri Wan Zul dan juga Tan Sri siapa lagi ya? Ini semualah keluarga Proton ni yang ramai, dan jaringan Chief CEO Geely Auto Group. Hari ini memang satu detik sejarah yang penting. Jadi saya ingin memulakan dengan menyatakan setinggi-tinggi kesyukuran kepada Allah SWT kerana kita sebenarnya mencatat satu sejarah gemilang, mengangkat bukan saja martabat dan imej Proton yang kerjasama Geely, tapi imej negara dan keupayaan negara dan keupayaan profesional dan pekerja rakyat Malaysia. Jadi saya ucap tahniah. Seperti mana pernah saya singgung dulu, dan dalam kesempatan yang awal saya telah menyatakan bahawa Proton ini punya sejarah yang gemilang. Dia diasaskan semasa Tun Dr. Mahathir menjadi Perdana Menteri. Ada pasang naik, ada pasang surut yang mencabar. Dan pengajaran yang kita perolehi, terutama bagi generasi kini, ialah bahawa kita harus berkukuh pengurusannya, dan sementara tanggungjawab kerajaan untuk memberikan segala kerjasama dan bantuan, kita tidak harus campur dalam urusan pengurusan, supaya bebaskan mereka dengan pendidikan, dengan keupayaan, dengan latihan, dan menjamin supaya pengurusan dan tata kelola itu di tahap yang lebih baik. Dan ini yang kita lakukan, dan sekarang kita saksikan suatu kejayaan yang lebih meyakinkan. Beberapa bulan yang lalu saya di Kahirah dengan kerjasama Presiden Abdul Fattah Sisi telah memberikan laluan dan kerjasama dan dukungan, meletakkan asas pengeluaran Proton dan pengedaran Proton untuk Mesir dan negara Afrika Utara khususnya. Dan hari ini kebetulan di Hanjung, Premier Li Qiang negara China mengunjungi kilang Geely untuk menyatakan juga tentunya kerjasama kerajaan China atau usaha industri Geely. Dan saya di sini untuk memberikan bukan saja kesempatan meluncurkan e.MAS 7 model EV, tetapi memberikan satu sokongan yang kuat. Contohnya ataupun alasannya ialah untuk ASEAN tahun depan, e.MAS 7 adalah kenderaan rasmi kita. Now, Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, we want and hope to set an example in this region, not only promoting our capacity to produce a car, but also development of EV, a direct, visible extension of our net zero commitment. Now, to ensure this is a reliable EV for the rakyat, Proton has toured the country to bring the car to people in all states before the launch today. So I must commend the Proton family for taking this initiative and learning from the experience in the past, and aggressively promote not only a modern sophisticated car, but also an environmentally friendly car. In the near future, I'm also happy to see that this car will be built in Malaysia, in Tanjung Malim, uplifting Malaysian vendors through the transfer of new technologies and skills associated with EVs. Now, as a national car producer, Proton should leverage on the role in the local automotive industry and this EV project. The National Automotive Policy 2020 should be a reference by Proton in producing this model later in the country. It is incumbent, therefore, on companies that operate in our automotive industry not just to sell vehicles, but also to provide opportunities for investment and employment via the setting up of a holistic ecosystem. The duty of the government, for example, not only advise or industry-friendly policies and incentives, of course, that would benefit both the country and the industry, but more so to ensure that we do provide the adequate infrastructure, which means airports, ports, highways, and then that's the ecosystem. But your challenge and our challenge too is the supply side. We must ensure that it is you have the capacity and a clear policy to encourage local production and support the local industries, the local vendors, including the Bumiputras. Now, today more than 75% of the energy consumed in Asia comes from hydrocarbons, and demand is projected to double by 2030. Now, we must balance demand with security, affordability, and sustainability. Under the Responsible Transition Initiative, Malaysia enhances its competitiveness by reducing our fossil fuel dependencies and nurture growth in green mobility, renewable energy, and energy storage solutions. Our projections indicate this could yield investment opportunities as high as 1.3 trillion ringgit by 2050, and additional contribution of 220 billion ringgit to the Malaysian GDP and generate, inshallah, over 300,000 job opportunities. Now, on the automotive front, we have the low carbon mobility blueprint to reduce emissions from the transportation sector, which currently ranks as the second largest CO2 emitter, and our framework includes 4 key areas of focus. The launch of Proton's first SUV EV today is extremely timely, and it will be a catalyst that moves us into the next era of low carbon mobility. It is the government's wish for Proton and its strategic partner Geely to continue to lead the development of Malaysia's automotive competencies and ecosystem. I am confident that with the development of Automotive High-Tech Valley in Tanjung Malim, more local vendors will be involved with the production not only of Proton cars, but also for other brands. This would be a shining example of the networking opportunities and economic cooperation that has existed between Malaysia and China for over 50 years, and I commend both parties for their creativity and diligence to make this partnership a success. May I add that in most of my meetings with President Xi Jinping, Premier Li Qiang, Geely Proton will possibly come up, which shows the commitment of both China and Malaysia to ensure that this arrangement succeed, and it is in our interest too that will make, will do what is necessary to make sure that this venture succeeds. Now, the DRB HICOM and Geely partnership, which involved also the commitment of these two very friendly relations between China and Malaysia, is an example that proves Malaysia is an independent trading nation with a high-tech economy providing high-value goods for the region and the rest of the world. Now, moving forward, we intend to, for this partnership to further support our economy and our people. I therefore would like to reiterate what I have said oftentimes, that this must be treated as a major challenge for us. Proton and Geely, thank you for your hard work to make the nation's EV ambitions a reality, but it is just a beginning. And I therefore need to express my profound appreciation not only to the companies, but to the professionals and our Malaysian workers who has been there, committed to ensure the success. Jadi dengan itu saya sekali lagi nyatakan penghargaan saya dan kebanggaan saya. Hari ini hari istimewa. Dia e.MAS 7 ini bukan saja kenderaan, tetapi dia memenuhi salah satu daripada tunjang ekonomi madani dari sudut EV dan keupayaan kita untuk menjana perubahan, meninggalkan carbon industri lama kepada yang baru. It is therefore my honor to officially launch the first SUV EV with Proton's brand, the Proton e.MAS 7. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.